you want cards every minute?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for being respectful. Your shirt is pretty cute. Did you need something, sorry?
No.
Oh, good. And do you know how, yeah, you bet.
There were sticks there.
Lights, camera, action. When Toad would come up with the name speech, the first thing that came to mind was the movie Home Alone. Not only do I share the name Kevin with the main character, but I also share the story of being left behind on a family trip. Unlike where Pete got left behind to go to Chicago, I got left behind, well, I'll tell you this later. But before we get to that, just like every movie, we have to start on the beginning. So let's talk about what my name means, why I got the name Kevin, and then I'll tell you the story of me and my left behind story. But the most important thing about my name is you have to remember my name, Kevin. So, according to Mike Campbell, who wrote BehindTheName.com, the name Kevin means handsome, which as you can guess is probably perfectly. And would also explain why in the year 1983, the U.S. Security Social Administration found it the 25th top name for baby names that year. However, the number that surprised me the most was when I performed a Google search for my name and found out that there was like 3 other Kevin Neimans in the U.S., more specifically California, but that's not so. Now, why Kevin? When I was born, my parents were thrilled. Not just for the fact that I was born, but the fact that they finally got the first male child. My sister was born first, and it took my parents 9 months to come up with their name. In fact, my mom would wake up with nightmares not knowing his name. Even when my parents were dating, they knew that the first male child was going to be named Kevin. They fell in love with that name. And it wasn't because of any famous person or even because of the meaning. They just simply loved that name. Now, as promised, why I got left behind. When I was 10 years old, just like the character in Home Alone, my parents decided to go out for vacation to Disney World. I was thrilled to be going anywhere. In fact, I was the first one in the car. When I got in the car, I had a feeling I was forgetting something. So I went out to, I left the car, went to my room for about 10 minutes, and then I finally found the character's sketchbook. Ran out with it in hand, and they were gone. So I did the only thing a 10-year-old smart guy could do, sit and watch TV. About an hour later, my parents called, asked me where I was. Obviously, when they found out that I was picking up the house phone, they knew I was there, so they came back to get me. So I told you what my name means, where it comes from. I told you how I relate to the movie Home Alone. Just promise me one thing. You won't forget me like my parents did when I was 10 years old. Remember my name, Kevin.